Welcome to Tea Break Talent Talks, brought to you by FWA, where we're spilling the tea on professional development, one quick sip at a time. I'm Carrie Santiago, and today we're joined by May Limbach to share a short but powerful burst of insight you can use right away. This month's topic is all about building your personal board of advisors, the people who challenge you, champion you, and help you navigate your career with confidence. So grab your favorite cup of tea, coffee, or whatever keeps you going, and let's steep this conversation and jump right in. May, we often hear people talk about mentors, but a strong support network usually goes far beyond just one person. What kinds of people belong on a personal board of advisors, and why does each matter?
Absolutely, Carrie. I don't want to scare anyone into thinking that this needs to be extremely formal or overwhelming. In fact, it's a really cool way to own your own professional development and growth that feels right for you. So, your personal board of advisors is an intentional group of people that you turn to for different things, just like the way a company board would bring different expertise to the table. And some of those people might already be in your life, like a mentor, a sponsor, or even a friend. And yes, you, Carrie, are on my personal board of directors. They can have a seat at the table. When I build my board, I wanted to think about it in two different ways. So for me, what worked, I wanted to first have personality mix. People who will celebrate you, but equally have people that will challenge you. The ones who can poke holes, push your thinking, really help you grow. It's worth being intentional about having both. And second is function. Someone in strategy, someone who's analytical, maybe in finance or in tech. People who see the world a little differently than you because they see those blind spots and they can offer perspective that you may not otherwise consider or that your brain isn't wired that way. And again, there's no right or wrong way to have these board compositions. Mine won't look like yours. And that's what makes this work. You're in charge of your own board.
I love that perspective. It definitely reminds us that no single person can provide everything we need throughout our careers. But I will say you are also on my personal board of directors. So thank you for that.
Board.
So, how do you maintain these relationships in a fast paced industry such as what we're in, food service and hospitality?
Absolutely. So your board isn't static. As your life evolves, and specifically in food service and hospitality, being so fast paced, you're involved in different chapters, different roles, different levels of responsibilities, and also, too, personally, different life events. So your board is going to evolve. The people on it today might not be the same as a few years ago or really even a year ago, and that's completely okay. What matters is investing in those relationships. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Some people that I connect with will be monthly or quarterly, and other times it might only just be a few times a year or yearly. And a tip when seeking advice for someone, or if it's situational, I always try to follow up with that individual, share with them how things went, send a text or an email, say something like, that guidance that you shared with me really landed in the meeting, and here was the outcome. Also, I try to support them just as much as they support me when I can. So, a comment on LinkedIn, an email of gratitude, it really goes a long way.
I always think about we need to make deposits as well as making withdrawals. It has to be a two-way street. And
Yes,
even those small, consistent touch points over time can make a really big impact.
yes, definitely.
So, how can someone in the food service and hospitality industry identify a potential mentor without feeling awkward about it? I think a lot of us have been there.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I have as well. First, take the pressure off. It doesn't have to follow a formal script or look a certain way. If someone inspires you, if you admire their trajectory, if they navigate difficult situations with ease, ask them for a cup of coffee or just 15 minutes. A leader I admire once gave me that advice to start with 15 minutes. If it goes beyond that, great. And if not, it's short and sweet. There's no playbook for this. The best thing that you can do is let it progress and build in the way that really works for you. And yes, to answer your question earlier, Carrie, it might feel awkward and it probably will, but you can't outrun that. You just have to do it anyway. Another tip is make it specific when you reach out. So I really loved what you said about X or how you handled this situation, or it's really great watching you navigate these conversations. I'd love to grab 15 minutes and chat through that more. That shows them why you're there and why you're invested. And people really respond to that. And that one coffee, that one connect really might just be that first seat that you fill in your board of advisors.
It's such a great reminder that mentorship often just starts with curiosity and genuine connection and not the formal ask, which we can tend to overthink. But I will say, no one has ever declined a request for a coffee in all the years that I've been asking. So hopefully
Exactly.
that
So
inspires
keep
someone.
asking.
And lastly, and perhaps the most important question for a tea break talent talk, what kind of tea or other beverage is fueling you today?
This is green tea. It is my favorite afternoon drink, and it is decaf.
All right, perfect. We have to add that to our tea break recommendation list. May, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. And to everyone listening, remember that career growth does not happen alone. Whether it's a mentor, sponsor, peer, or trusted cheerleader, the relationships you invest in today can become the guidance and support that you rely on tomorrow. Thanks for taking a tea break with us. If you enjoyed our talent talk, share it, save it, and sip on it again later. We'll be back next month with another quick pour of professional growth. Until then, keep showing up, keep growing, and spilling the tea with FWA. Thanks, May.
Thanks, Carrie.